This is the Hideous Zippleback as a baby. And this is the same Hideous Zippleback, only now a gigantic monster destroying the city. And today, I'm going to simulate what it's like to raise a Hideous Zippleback as a pet. I'll build him a habitat, feed him, introduce him to other animals, and go through every stage of his life, from egg to full-grown dragon. And this is going to get insane. But right now, he's just an egg. He hasn't hatched yet, so we need to wait a little. He's tiny right now, but very soon he'll become one of the most dangerous creatures I've ever seen. And then the egg cracks. Two small heads appear. They move awkwardly, like they don't yet understand that they exist together. One head is more active, the other is calmer. They're already arguing, but it looks kind of cute. Look at him. He's almost like a toy. It's hard to believe this is one of the most explosive dragons in the world. Oh my god, look at this tennis ball. It seems like they both like it, although one head clearly thinks it owns it. I think he's hungry. Let's start with an orange. That's good food for a baby. But if we want him to grow faster, we'll need to feed him something more serious. Watermelon, strawberries, cherries, pancakes, and of course, meat. If he keeps eating this well, he's going to look very different very soon. But food is just the beginning. The next thing he needs is a real home. I'm building him a terrarium, half land, half water, because a Zippleback needs space to move. In the back, there's a large rock structure he can climb on, and a cave, for privacy. Although with two heads, privacy is a relative concept. I'm adding plants and mini trees to recreate his natural environment. In the front, there's water, so he can swim. It's shallow for now, but he's going to start growing very fast. Even though he looks a little intimidating, he lets me pet him on the heads. Both heads react differently. One closes its eyes in pleasure, the other carefully watches everything around it. And since he seems pretty friendly, let's see how he reacts to other animals. A dog. One head is curious, the other growls suspiciously. It releases gas, slowly, almost unnoticed. And I realize just how dangerous his natural mechanism is, because a Zippleback is a two-part system. One head releases flammable gas, the other ignites it. But at the last moment, he holds back, as if one head stops the other. This time, nothing happens. Now, a cat. No, they are definitely not friends. She hisses, and something changes inside him. He suddenly lunges forward. The cat is faster, but for the first time, I see pure instinct in him. The two heads begin arguing more often. Less agreement, more tension. And I realize this terrarium is going to become too small very soon. I take him into the real world. First, the park. People watch with curiosity. Someone films on their phone. His shadow falls across the grass. His wings slowly unfold. Then a restaurant. Pizza, laughter. Everything almost feels normal. And then he flies for the first time. The Zippleback rises high above the city. His massive wings cast shadows over the streets. The two heads look in different directions, one enjoying the view, the other cautiously watching the people below. The night city glows beneath him like stars. But the more he grows, the stranger he becomes. I try to channel his energy, teach him to play. Tennis, basketball. Strength is everything for a dragon, especially for a Zippleback who can release gas with one head and ignite it with the other. But over time, anger begins to take over. He grows, becomes massive, powerful, dangerous. Once a cute hatchling, now he's a terrifying creature, his scales gleaming ominously in the sunlight. I realize he can't live at my house anymore. I move him to a zoo. At first, he becomes a star. People line up to see him. Children laugh. He performs fiery tricks. But one day, someone throws food at him, and in that moment, something breaks. He stops trusting people. He takes off. And panic begins. The city trembles under the force of his wings. One head releases gas, the other ignites it. Flames engulf buildings, smoke rises into the sky. A plane tries to avoid him, but the Zippleback is faster. He chases it, tries to attack, and suddenly, the military appears. Fighter jets surround him, explosions in the clouds, nets, impacts. His wing gets tangled, he falls. They transport him to a secret base deep in the mountains. There, in a massive cage under cold industrial lights, he sits in silence. One head growls in fury, the other simply watches. Scientists study his abilities, his regeneration, his unique fire-breathing mechanism. But the dragon's spirit isn't broken. One night, the lights go out. Steel begins to melt. He uses gas and flame, precisely, coldly, strategically. When the doors are opened, the cage is empty. Now he flies in the sky again. He doesn't attack first. He stays high above the clouds. He's afraid of being captured again. And sometimes, as he flies over the city, he remembers when he was small, when everyone smiled at him.
when he was just a cute two-headed dragon, and maybe that was the only time he was truly happy.